Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a great day. Happy Sunday out there. Again, I don't usually stream on the weekends. Got to take days off every once in a while, but boy, there is some exciting stuff to talk about today. Welcome, Hexaco. Shout out to everyone who doesn't give up, who refuses to lose, you might say. Shout out to everyone who remains positive, remains calm, eye on the prize, focus, not losing the plot. Here for the tech and the price performance. Let's go. I'm super excited for this one. Have you seen Richard's tweets today? One day we're gonna be like, you know, it's not gonna be, I guess, so important or so interesting or so. It's gonna be, oh yeah, he just, if Hex is up hundreds or thousands of X's, it's gonna be like, yeah, he tweets sometimes, but no big deal. Things just work out the way they're supposed to. But today, man, a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. So everyone get in here. I'll let you take a seat over there. So some used to say all the time, take a seat over there and strap in because I got a few tweets to go through and a limited amount of time to do it. So super fun stuff. I think one thing that's pretty cool, and I'll just bring up while we're here, Richard's couple of these. Like there's like, you want the most exciting ones first or the least exciting? There's like four. I woke up and I was going through these, and especially in the last hour was the big one too, where I'm like, all right, we need to talk about this one. A lot of really interesting pieces, a lot of super interesting ones, and stuff that he's kind of said. Some of it's like he said before in different ways, but there's been, especially the 60-day one, where I'm like, what is going on right now? Oh, did you know he defeated the SEC in court? Something almost no other cryptocurrency has ever done. You said that before, right? Oh, that's going on. I mean, there's just a ton of like, again, pick yourself up, go out there, do the stuff. Don't lose the faith. Like, I know there's been a lot of back and forth and a lot of bearish, a lot of like, all right, I'm tired of just believing in Richard. I'm tired of just believing PulseChain's gonna work out. I'm tired of just believing it. And plenty of fun, plenty of memes and stuff in between. But yeah, I think today, I feel like there's always reason to put together that it's go time every time some bullish stuff comes out. But the last few tweets, the last 5 or so today, after the workout tweets, you get the workout tweets in, and then it's like, you know what? Yeah, triple dad marketing. Maybe marketing is a good thing. Maybe marketing people should do. Maybe in a couple months, things will be different. That's kind of what I was reading into it. So let me pull the first one up. We'll start with this one. I think this is a fun one to start with too. People don't like to buy coins down for 2 years. Bitcoin price go up. Bitcoin price go up. Bitcoin price go up and down. People still buy Bitcoin. Oh, the Bitcoin, the baby gainer. A lot of people think Bitcoin has really good gains compared to all the other financial instruments, but here on the PulseChain.com, we believe we found the thing that go up real hard and go up real good. So that could be a thing. So I did want to start off. I got a little part of it. My initial reaction is sometimes different than the reaction I get when I come back and look at it and stuff too. But I noticed he did a bunch of like ghost troll stuff. He retweeted a few of those. I imagine the commentary on people bearish or unproductive in the ecosystem that he's probably saying direct your attention less to that and all that stuff too. Which I don't really. I mean, part of it's like, yeah, I think so. Here's the part about the risk diode. Here's the part about the ghosting trolls and all this stuff too. Sometimes, like, not everyone, I talked about this during the What the Heck show, not everyone's are scammers. Not everyone isn't worthy of attention all the time. And not everyone's wrong when they point out things. Again, I hope they point them out more constructively than usual, or than not constructive. But it's not, I think it's very easy to be like, oh, let's just block and mute everyone and just all that stuff. I don't know. I think there's people worth having conversations with. and sometimes just worth having, more or less conversations with. And there's certain people who you just can't replace an ecosystem too. You can't replace stuff like Dipcatcher. You can't replace Dipcatcher. Like who's going to take his spot? Whether he's critical, he's not, like whatever. Nobody. These guys are irreplaceable. Who's going to replace Crypto Coffee? Who's going to replace SJ? Who's going to replace, a lot of people in the ecosystem who have various, Johnny Chaos, all these people. Whether you like what they're talking about or not, whether you agree with them or not, like it doesn't matter. Like a lot of stuff, there are things that are good to hear and that are good to keep in mind or just ignore too. I mean, a lot of these buttons aren't permanent. A lot of the things aren't. It isn't something you need to have a daily dose of all the time either if you don't agree with people. But anyways, I just want to say, like, the whole, again, I've talked about risk out. I've talked about ghosting people. Richard has his opinions and stuff on it too. I think there's certain things that I want to know and I'm curious about. And I can just hope they come across as constructive from time to time too. Sometimes they're just funny. Sometimes, like, we have fun every once in a while too. Sometimes they're just funny. And I don't think they're this like existential. It's so many different threads on this. Like, one is, not everyone is on crypto Twitter, even though the X feed of the sentiment stuff looks bad from time to time. There are a lot of people who aren't there, who don't look at it, thankfully, from time to time, and don't care about that stuff, and aren't going to see it, and aren't going to join X and go follow these people, and be in it 24/7 like a lot of people are, and all that stuff too. And then there's the ability for people to have constructive criticisms, and it's not. That's the other point, is it's not even like people voicing their criticisms are going to, make the chain go down or fail or something either. I think it's easy to overestimate the impact people can have from even criticizing or saying negative things or whatever from time to time too. So I think some things can be mind virus like, and there are certain things that have a better, a positive, a more negative effect. But I don't know, if you think someone's fudding your bags and like it's just like the seek and destroy type of thing, I don't know. I think there's plenty of ways to ghost them, plenty of ways to think about what they're saying or not, or just without having to like be like, oh, they should be completely removed or something like that too. All right, let's get into it. So, ProTip Crypto. This is one interesting one. I don't know if we'll cover all of them, but we'll cover a few of the ones that I think are pretty notable. ProTip Crypto. Actually, new people aren't stupid enough to think they know how to read a chart yet. It takes a while to become dumb enough to think you know what a chart means. Price go up, and what chart means price go down. Thus, a bad chart isn't a thing. Probably thing misspelled here. Actually, new people have even heard of. People say green candles are the best marketing. Well, how'd you get time to Wi-Fi husband? Turns out that you have all the green candles in the world, but if people aren't looking at them or don't have any money, or there's no one even looking, you don't do the job. They don't do the job on their own. True. Look at it this way. People are social creatures. They feel jealousy and fear of missing out. But when they see a human winning, not a chart, but they need to see a human winning, not a chart. If they don't see a human winning, it's just intellectual and not emotional. It's like the inverse of the saying. A recession is when people know you are out of work. A depression is when you're out of work. Invert that, and it's like people don't feel compelled or emotional until they see others affected. If your green candle didn't affect someone in a positive way, detectable, someone new with deployable capital, then it's just a nice shade of green. Yes, what's more common? Someone thinks the coin is cheap because it costs less per unit, or a fake technical analyst wannabe. So this is, to me, this is kind of pointing to, like maybe the chart doesn't matter a lot to new people. It might matter to other people, TA people, influencers, stuff like that. But to a large majority of people that would get on board with PulseChain, they don't care if the chart's down. What did I tweet today? Hex on Pulse is down 80% from all-time high. And but Hex on Ethereum is still up 33x from all-time high. From all-time low, yeah. So, charts mean different things in to different people. So I think it's pretty interesting and good to keep in mind as well. And then let's check. So yeah, maybe I'll go to like the 3 most interesting ones. There's 3 or 4 that are pretty good. This one, I've been through 95% dips than more 95% dips than I care to count. And during exactly none of them did I feel the urge to FUD myself or FUD the things I invested in. I just keep doing what works and making progress. Usually the results show up on delay after the work's put in. Go do the work, everyone. Go do the work. Somebody asked people if they heard about Hex. I don't think I've seen this. Huh. This looks like AI. This is pretty sure this is AI. Pretty sure AI, but a good example of it. Tell me if it's not AI, by the way. Tell me it's not AI. But that looks like AI. I can kind of see by the mouth movings and stuff too. And I feel like I would have heard that a lot more too. Anyways, so that one, and then let me get to yeah, this one. Sorry, I can't get to much comments today. Get to them if I can. But right now, I am at the piece that made me want to talk about it. Made me very excited. Made me want to stream today about this for very limited time I have. PulseChain, I keep telling you, what you have is far better than what it needs to be. It only needs marketing and not limp dick, weak. A little here, a little there marketing. Legendary, massive, never done before marketing. I speak confidently because I know exactly what such awesome marketing would look like. Is he going to do some marketing? I don't know. I think by the end of it, I came to one conclusion or one idea that I think is pretty interesting and makes a lot of sense too. So let's keep reading. I tagged my Money Shelly. What is Money Shelly? Somebody in the chat, tell me what Money Shelly is. Money Shelly. Do I need to look that up? Is that a term? Money Shelly. Is it something I should be looking up? I don't know. What is a Money Shelly? It's probably something super simple and I just don't know. But I tagged my Money Shelly and his squad to beg for them to increase their marketing budgets since they published some data on how they want to use their ETH treasury. Money Shelly? Are you talking about like the ETH Foundation? Is that word for that? And I see no marketing in it. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt there's no marketing budget in the ETH treasury. But like, as I've already said, competition in marketing channel reduces response. Like, why invite the competition? Competition marketing channel reduces response. I'm sure. What does that mean? Competition in a marketing channel reduces response. So why invite the competition? Yeah, I'd like Ethereum to go up, but I'd like the PulseChain to go up even more. Okay. Wants PulseChain to go up? I'm with them. I'd like PulseChain to go up too. All right. Is your body ready? Are you strapped in? You got your rocket ships on notice. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Imagine this. See, I did a whole Imagine video where it shows you like what it looked like if Hex went up, did all these X's, it was over $1, and PulseX got all the volume, all this stuff. Really good video. I think if you just type in RHMax, Imagine PulseChain at a bull run or something, you'll find it. Produced a video. It's pretty cool on that too. So this is Richard's version of what if this thing actually did super, super well. Imagine this. Ads appear. People that have never heard of amazing peer-to-peer free and open source software do. They see the opportunity. Users increase. Haters get mad. How dare someone advertise free, open source, reliable software to them? They post their butthurt, amplifying reach. Users increase. Even the haters already in crypto think this thing might really run. There's so much potential. Many rotate in. Green candles beget green candles. The government money printer starts. I like the vision. You know, like that vision? Need maybe give this to AI and say, I want some thumbnails that look like this, actually. Give me some images to depict this. That's pretty cool. And almost makes too much sense, right? Almost like that's obvious. Like, why wouldn't that happen? Why wouldn't it happen? And you don't think it would happen, why would Richard be talking about it as if it could happen? But wait, there's more. The slingshot of suppression being released violently upwards. More and more butthurt from the sideline. More and more interest because the majority of the world isn't on crypto Twitter, CryptoX. They're in the real physical world, waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the education. And I have this real good feeling that they'll learn probably in under 2 months. We'll see. What does that mean, chat? What does it mean? What does it mean? Does that mean in 60 days, this man calling bull run? Does that mean in less than 60 days, somebody might do marketing real good? Let's continue reading. There's more. That was probably the highlight, but there's a little bit more to give you some context. I'm curious to see how real massive marketing performs. As always, it is not I, but you, the community, that does all these nice things. I'm just glad a few of you decided to get it done. What is going on? So, just like pump.tires, let's say that it isn't Richard's platform or launched by the PulseChain devs or anything. Let's just say it isn't. Let's just say, what if Richard knows people who are in the community, who are putting in the work? Maybe they launch pump.tires. Wow, what a win for PulseChain and PulseX stuff. Really, really good. What if he knows of other people in the community doing marketing, who have a massive marketing platform that's ready to launch on the PulseChain? Is it more likely that absolutely nothing is going on? Every single bit of this is just Richard hallucinating. It's AI. It's just made up buzzwords written in his style of hard to read things. Is it more likely that none of this ever takes place in the dystopian future that so many want to believe happened, and then it's all over, and now we can all go buy Litecoin? We can all get our baby gains with Ethereum. We can all get our 5x. We can all get our 1.5x with Bitcoin. Which one is more likely? Is that more likely? And then Richard said, you know what, Glory, nice to have. Nice to have, Glory. Cool story, Glory. Cool story. I'm not interested. I just have nothing better to do than to sip margaritas, sit on my yacht that I don't have because I don't want it, because it's more stuff to take care of, I imagine. And I'm just hanging out. It's a performance art project, to quote the highest stakes guy, Clay from Nomics. What do you say? If this is all just a performing arts project, people are going to get effed. They're going to get messed up. Is it that? Did he just do all this for fun? Did he need to take on the stress? Did he need to take on the stress of being up all the time, doing all the work? Not doing all the work. Doing all the work of like working with the devs, spending all the money, getting himself out of trouble, all that stuff. Did he go through all that just to be like, you know what? The community, they're still here. There's a lot of people refusing to do anything but go to the moon for this place. They want to see this place succeed. But you know what? Nah, let's not do it. Let's do something else. Let me just like tweet for a while and post videos every once in a while, just because it's fun. Just because it's fun. Is that more likely? Or is this actually make sense to you? Is this not the story that probably every streamer, every community member, every person who believes in this place can put two and two together to see that that's obviously there's some strategy. There's a plan here. There's things that the community and Richard and anyone else can do to make this place what we know it's supposed to be, what it's going to look like on the outside, what it feels like on the inside, on the blockchain network and all the things running well, all that stuff. Why wouldn't it be that? Riddle me that. So, man, I think when I covered the last bullish tweet a few weeks ago, I was getting pumped up, but boy, and maybe who knows? Now, do we have a countdown? Everybody have a countdown clock? 2 more months? Just 2 more months, baby. 2 more months. So even if it's 2 months, if it's 4 months, if it's 6 months, whatever. I don't think he said this for no reason. I don't think he said this for no reason. These two, I have this real good feeling that they'll learn probably in 2 months. I'm glad if you decide to get in. To me, this means that there is a huge community market effort that is kicking off within 2 months. And who knows if that would actually coincide with PulseChain popping off. Popping off. Could be. Could be. I like the Hex token. I like the PulseChain.com. I'd like to see charts go up. And boy, I think we have a leader who likes those things too. And believes all this fun stuff too. So, give me just a second. Again, SEC victory, legal clarity. What Sasha Hodder said the other day, they're not going to sue alter egos anymore, that type of stuff. Judgment on the merits. Again, if you think it's just jurisdiction stuff, go back and read it. There was a failure to state a claim, I believe. Failure to state a claim, it was like, yeah, more than just jurisdiction thing. Jurisdiction was just the easiest thing to do, right? That's why it was like pushed so hard. Flawless operation. PulseChain, been up a lot. PulseX had the V1, V2 stuff. Will it have V3? Uniswap V3. We'll see. Hex.com hasn't stopped running. Pretty good. I like the Hex.com. People got stakes coming out. People staking every day. People are staking millions and millions of Hex. It's just incredible. Every time I see like this huge stake over 10 or 15 years, it blows my mind. It's pretty cool. When do we get back to saying market cap's just a vanity metric? I hope we get back to some greatest hits. I don't know if Rich starts streaming again, what kind of greatest hits we're going to get back to, but that would be pretty good. But yeah, 2 more months, everyone. That's the new thing. That's the new 2 more weeks, 2 more months, right? I mean, there was a time frame. We could have a catalyst, huge development, some kind of marketing piece, some kind of like, hey, I'm back. Maybe that's when we get to stream. Maybe that too. But again, he's talking about, I'm glad some people decided to do it. It doesn't mean Richard's doing it. He tends to talk about things he likes. He talks about pumped out tires a lot. I don't think pumped out tires is like, this is even more to me, he could have pumped out tires coins and stuff, but the platform itself, at first I was like, oh, okay, this looks like a stealth launch. It could be a stealth launch by the devs and just kind of unofficial. And, we're going to try it out. And if it doesn't work or whatever, we're going to, distance ourselves or whatever too. It's a meme coin factory, right? But it's good for the chain. It's just like super cool, like how that's set up. So he maybe had some input as far as like, or his devs are like, hey, make it do some cool stuff. And that'll be good for the chain. We'll talk about it. But I kind of thought about, okay, maybe it is, maybe the devs are behind it, all that stuff too. But yeah, I think this could be another thing. This could be like, hey, people, there's all kinds of great products on PulseChain, and who knows which ones Richard likes a lot, or they talk to Richard about, or he's like, oh, who knows? But this is another one. It's like, it looks like there's a big marketing thing kicking off, and we should know about it 2 more months. So August. 4-year cycle is up in November, December. Some people say it could go in 2026 too, but that'd be cool. What if we see, all right, PulseChain starts popping off in August, and then cycle continues. It's not different like everyone thinks. And then boom, boom, boom. We got 6 months of up only. That'd be cool. Don't forget about the God candles. We could get a God candle at any moment. At any moment. That's what he said in the video. Less. Maybe that was that to do with liquidity. I feel like I covered this before. I think that was maybe where liquidity and PulseChain went down a lot too. Easier to go down, easier to go up. All that fun stuff. All right, chat. The part says 819 days. What do you get? What is 819? I keep seeing it in the chat. August 19th, I have to mark my calendar. This is Joe. Okay, a lot of comments. Did RH make another post? Let's see. Nope. Nope. All right. Sorry, I don't have a lot of time to get to chat right now, but let me put this one back up here. Highlight this for new people coming in. All right. Do we get major exchange listings? Is that the marketing? Do we get them? In July, even. In June, after SEC stuff. What is the SEC stuff up in a week or so? The 60 days from the thing. Is that like 60 days or something like that? So major exchange listings coming. Could see. Talked about before, made a tweet earlier about like why aren't we on exchanges? It's because of OA and all this stuff. And I think we're not on exchanges because nobody's paid the fee to do it, or they don't see they can make money from PulseChain yet. That's the simplest answer, right? Like they just don't see a reason to do it unless somebody pays for it or they can make a lot of money. So had a lot of good stuff. Uniswap added Hex back to the front end. Yeah, liquidity. I mean, you can talk about the monetary policy and PulseChain, talk about that a lot too. A lot of good stuff happening. Hex ETF. That'd be fun. Yeah, I feel like marketing, and I've got some ideas for marketing. I talked about a marketing project I want to do. Still plan on doing it. We'll see how it goes. I'm planning on doing it a little bit when I have a little bit more time. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks or so. Or hopefully, or maybe even next week. Like whenever I have time. Just announced the PulseX conference, by the way. PulseX conference happening mid-July. So I got a lot of different projects and pieces and stuff I want to work on, and debates. It looks like 2 debates happening next week, Tuesday and Thursday. So if you're not subscribed to RHMax.tv and you're not getting notified, then you may not find out about all this fun stuff. Got 4 debates so far. And it's like we'll have 2 more and maybe more after that. We'll see. Debate season, baby. Let's do it. So yeah, a few different things there. I'm excited though. I am excited. So we got the 60 days coming up. We got we just passed the 2-year anniversary of PulseChain. Who knows what ETH is going to do? We got the monthly business cycle. We got all this stuff too, interest rates. Yeah. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. All right. I think that's all I got for you now. I want to come on for a little bit, cover this stuff. A lot of fun stuff. And pretty bullish. I'm not going to lie. Pretty bullish. 2 more months. It could be the rally call. It could be the rally call of a lot of fun stuff popping off for PulseChain. We shall see. All right. That's all I got for you today. Have a great weekend. See you all Monday or Tuesday. And Scivive and 5555. We are out.